started, I remember having the privilege to be sponsored into this business by someone who was making, this is back in the 90s, making $3 million a year. $3 million a year is a lot of money now. People are making that sort of money here, but $3 million a year back then was a lot of money. And I was pretty successful corporately at that time. And I looked at what this guy was doing to make $3 million a year, and I thought, wow, if he can make $3 million a year doing that, Cliff can make $6 million a year if I do it my way, because I can improve it. But you can probably guess what happened. I didn't make a penny, because what I didn't know then that I know now is that he had a proven and predictable pattern of activities that led to success, and I was trying to reinvent the wheel. I think one of the greatest learnings that I've had, and I'm sure a lot of the other diamonds have as well, don't go out there and try and reinvent the wheel. The wheel's already invented. Plug into the system, whatever the system is that your support team is teaching you, plug into the system and follow that system and do the daily activities. Don't go out and be what I call a lone soldier. I was very fortunate. I went back with a tail between my legs and said, look, okay, I've learned that maybe I'm not going to make $6 million a year doing it my way, so please teach me. And he actually taught me two questions. I'll share these two questions because he's talking about the importance of prospecting. And he said, Cliff, my business was going absolutely nowhere. He said, until I learned these two questions when I was in the prospecting process. And he said, the first question was, he said, I learned to ask people, are you serious or are you curious? He said, because what I learned is I was spending all my time with curious people. He said, and I knew that I needed serious people. So we learned to ask the question in the prospecting process, are you seriously looking for something that will change your financial future, or are you just curious? I asked that slightly differently. I asked it on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being low, 10 being high. How serious are you? Knowing in my mind I'm looking for a 7, or some over a 7. If somebody says a 4 or 5, then great, I'll share some information and move on. So that was the first question. The second question he said is, if you like what you see, are you ready to get started now? He said because he knew that he was looking for serious people ready to get started. I remember somebody responding to an ad that I ran a few years ago, and I asked him question number 1, are you serious or curious? He said, yeah, I'm serious. I said, I know you don't know what we've got, but if you like what you see, you're ready to get started. He said, oh no, I'm looking for 2 years' time, and I'm retired. Give me a call in 2 years. So if you can learn to look for serious people that are ready to get started, I think would agree that, those are the people that we're looking for. And I'll share with you one final thing, and then we'll wrap up. And that is a model for success based around 4 C's. I think it works perfectly around what we've spoken about as being important here, which is all about prospecting and building our teams. And the first C is commitment. You want to make a commitment to whatever it is you're going to do, whether it's Jeunesse or anything else. The first C is the commitment. Again, I'll refer to what Lyndon said. He said 70, 80%.